Oh my god, we have such a long video today. I'm going to have to talk slow. So I have things to talk about. It is July 11th, 2018, 6:57 p.m. while this is being recorded. It is, did I say it's 2018? This is episode 158. That's a lot of videos, people. Have I told you how many that is? 158. That's more than 157. It's almost as much as 159. See, I need crap to talk about for this. Last night I took a very, very tiny micro nap. I was feeling kind of sleepy after eating some junk, like leftover stuff and some frozen stuff, and then some ice cream, which is also frozen. And then I was like, oh, cool, I can take a nap now because I'm feeling it. And I tried to nap around like a little bit, maybe around like 9:30 or something, and during Rachel Maddow. And which is okay. I caught it again at midnight, and I woke up about a little bit after 11, so it was a very short nap, but it felt good. I was like, hey, ready to draw. Let's go prep the coffee. Let's get everything ready. And there was not an idea. I was like, oh crap, I need an idea, right? The thing is, doing the whole Trump thing, the one thing I don't run out of are issues. There used to be a time, like in normal days, where there'd be a lot of days where you had to draw a cartoon, you didn't even know what subject you should do. And you had a hard time finding one. Now it's like, which subject do I choose from? Because there's always a subject. Sometimes there's too many. It's like, I want a day off from Trump fuckery. Oops, sorry. Trying to be mature here. But there's just so much going on. And I had subjects, and I knew I wanted to do this one. And then I got a couple crappy ideas. The kind of ideas like another cartoonist would draw, but not me. So then this hit me, and it was something I really, really liked. I dug it. And the first thing I did, I drew him around all these box-looking things, and I didn't like it. It was just annoying me. It was making me angry. Sometimes I feel like I can't draw at all. So I Googled man surrounded by boxes, and that took me to a lot of porn, which meant I had to procrastinate like another 2 hours before I could start drawing. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't look at porn. Ew, porn. Yucky. But this cartoon did take 3 hours to draw. 3 hours. Probably because I redid things so many times. The last thing I did was actually draw the children. I mean, other than coloring and the whole drawing stuff. Getting Trump down was simple. Having him surrounded by all these boxes, which I was very indecisive. I just wasn't landing it, I wasn't hooking the landing. I wasn't landing the landing. What was that expression? Somebody would tell me. So it was just annoying me. Some boxes in particular, like this box right here, that was really, really just not cooperating. It just wasn't working. And that one right there too. Yeah, it just wasn't doing it for me or making it. And I spent like forever on just these two stupid ones. And then, see, I keep doing it. But then when I started doing the others, they all kind of like landed okay. And then, this is a technical geek talk right here, folks. This doesn't get much geekier than this. I'm talking about drawing lines. But those were kind of working out, which kind of like led me to going back to doing the bottom ones again. At first I was going to have them like all on top of each other, but I didn't like the way that was. I wanted it to look more staggery and stuff. Like it's a huge mess. As it is a mess to keep losing these kids. Someone had pointed out, Thailand rescued 12 kids who were underwater in a cave, and we can't find the ones who are on dry land. That we intentionally have lost and stranded and stuff like that. But I did think it was kind of funny that Trump was congratulating Thailand on rescuing these children. It's like, really, you care about children? Not that usually the only kids in Asia Trump has anything to do with are the ones who make his crappy ties. Oh. Sorry if you can hear Chris Matthews in the background. He is annoying. All right. So I took a photo of the screen and put it on Instagram because I thought maybe some people would want to see what the screen looks like. If you do not follow me on Instagram, you should go over there to Instagram and follow me on Instagram. You can find it if you go to Instagram. That's where all the Instagram stuff is over on Instagram. Did I tell you I had 18 minutes to talk about stuff? 18 minutes. I think I'm already out of stuff to talk about. But I'm going to talk about this thing. Weather was okay today. You know, maybe hot. Yeah. Kind of hot. Yeah. I felt kind of sweaty as soon as I get to get out of the shower. Yeah, it's just pretty hot. But yeah. See all these boxes? That's what I did. I just drew a whole bunch of boxes. This is probably like an hour into the whole thing. But then, TV too loud? I don't feel like getting up because I'm pretty comfortable right now. Yeah, then I had to rework some boxes again. Where are the boxes? Did I tell you there were boxes? Yep, working the boxes. Oh. Yep, that guy. Gotta work on him again. And this is my whole day. My whole night. My whole evening. I started drawing probably around midnight or so. And I think I finished close to 5 or 6. Someone who likes to actually look at the screen can tell me what time I finished. I can't really see it because it's too tiny right here. But I procrastinated for a long time, as you can probably tell. It's because I googled man surrounded by boxes. Just kidding, that didn't really come up. I did Google that, and it was no help either. No help at all. Oh, I Google the dumbest things in the world. I really do. Just insane stuff. It's for the cartoons, not because I'm like weird and I want to look at weird stuff, insane stuff. No, not always. We're gonna do shout outs in a few minutes. We have plenty of time to do them. Oh, I need to do this. And put it right here. You know, it comes out, it goes, and it goes in, goes, I just now noticed that, because I have time. I mean, it's just because it's 2 different computers. I don't know. So, yeah, let's look at our shout-outs. I did fun with cross-hatching. Sometimes I love cross-hatching, and sometimes I hate it. It's like a love-hate thing. But I did like the way it worked out. This cartoon is doing okay on social media. I think on the website it has... I'm about to move the mouse again, even though I just took it out of the computer because I'm dumb, people. I think it has like 170 shares at this point. 170. Not too bad, not too shabby. Alright, shoutouts. We're doing the shoutouts. Man, this says I have 17 comments, but I know it's really just like 4 people. Yeah. Robert Cortino said, oh, but the last one that he didn't, he did not know that it was a split cartoon, you know, like it had 2 panels. And that's true. I think I messed that up. I think I did talk about that. I should have done that better. Maybe I should just like use one line instead of a whole panel, or I should have put the box around the first panel. See, then I realized I could put some of these kids in the same box, like more than one kid in a box. More than a kid. If you want to ship kids, you know, this is how you do it, folks. You just shove them in the boxes. You just come in there. Arrow didn't realize it was a split cartoon either, but she also didn't know that it was super important to know that fact to get the cartoon. So, Arrow, you made me feel better about the cartoon. That means it still works, probably, unless no one is as smart as you. So, and Arrow agrees with me that someone under investigation shouldn't be selecting people who might oversee said investigation and have some part in its ruling. And I agree with you agreeing with me. And you say that there's not a whole lot anyone can do about it. Unfortunately, you are correct. I hate that too. I hate it. I hate it all. And they can comment on that one. Okay, well, let's see you guys going back. I didn't see this. You're not going to think what it was this corporation is supposed to just a country. And then it says, I get that, but I can't live in this office and inside the family. What's that happening? Okay. I just read what everyone and Kenta were reading to each other. Quana liked the cartoon and liked the good likeness of Kavanaugh. Really? You think so? Thank you so much. I wasn't sure about that. And yeah, Kavanaugh lied to Dick Durbin during his confirmation hearing for the D.C. Circuit. Funny thing, I almost put in my blog that he was on the 3rd Circuit because that's what the Washington Examiner had. But because I read that in the Washington Examiner, I thought I should look it up, and they were wrong. There was a difference between, the court that he's on and the Third Circuit. Yes, they were both in D.C., but apparently the Washington Examiner needs to do a little bit more boning up on their research, which means if you want to research something, don't rely on the Washington Examiner, people. Yeah, that's just something. I don't know if anybody notices that. I doubt the reporter has even caught it yet, or the editors of the Washington Examiner. I think my message here is that the Washington Examiner sucks. They're not a good resource. Anytime I see something like in a real newspaper, but it's conservative, like the Washington Examiner, I see a story there that might have some information for me. I always go to another publication to verify it, because it's like looking up stuff on Wikipedia. You can find stuff that's really, really good to know. It can be accurate, but you need to verify it somewhere else, because it's Wikipedia. Any maniac can go in there and change stuff, So, and I got bored. Some of these kids had to be moved around. So yeah, anyway, Washington Examiner sucks. Use Wikipedia, but trust but verify. Okay. And then here, I think I'm done drawing kids. And Robert Cortino believes that all nominations for all judges that Trump has made should be invalidated if his campaign worked with the Russians, even if he did not. I have an opinion about that, Robert. Look, now they're not boxes, they're cages. This was fun to draw, actually. I have an opinion on that, and that is that if Trump is impeached, every single judge of his should resign. Everybody he's ever appointed should be gone. I know that we can't remove them legally, but they should all resign. There should be a big push, like, get the hell out of there. You were put in place by a man who worked with Russia, the hostile foreign power, to destabilize our country. And guess what? You are part of that process. Get out. Maybe you can be renominated by another Republican down the road. And yeah, Mike Pence will be up there. He'll replace Trump, but he shouldn't be allowed to appoint anybody until Trump's term is over. Now, if Mike Pence runs for office, he wins his own term, then yeah, let him appoint people. But he's a part of that process too. And that will never happen because it's a really, really radical idea. But that's what I believe should happen. Don't let these people have anything. I'm a very angry person. Can you tell? Yeah, I am. I need some zen in my life. Draw lines. See, the thing is, I can zen out, drawing lines and cross-hatching, but then I kind of pull myself away from the canvas and realize what kind of crap I'm drawing, and I get angry all over again. I'm drawing kids in cages, people. How can I not be an angry person? My cartoons aren't that far from reality. It's messed up. This world is messed up. Again, to thank me for going into my detail of my cartoon history. And she asked for that interview that I mentioned. And she said there's 15 stars in the last cartoon. Not the cartoon was rated 15 stars. I drew 15 stars. But yeah, it wasn't hard to count those or draw those. But I sent her a link to the interview. If you want to see that interview with me, go to that link. I think there's a couple places, though, and I don't want to criticize the interviewer too much because I think she did a good job. But I think there was some editing where some stuff was left out, which they do that. But I don't think it was put together well because it kind of makes me like talk about something that's off subject a little bit, like I was rambling. Or maybe I was rambling like that. Like there's this part of the interview where I talk about how I was an early reader and helped other kids to read. And I can't tell from the question why I would talk about that. So it just like, I don't know. Made me feel like I was like Donald Trump or something. Just rambling about how awesome I was when nobody asked. So anyway, I'm kind of hoping that there's something else in there or a point that led to that was edited out. If not, then I'm just a rambling jerk. All right. And Ariel was going to ask for the link, and thanks for indulging her laziness. I didn't even know that she left that comment. Sometimes when I'll go to sleep and I wake up and there's like 100 notifications for stuff, and I have an email and Twitter and Facebook. I don't go to all the notifications. I just delete them. I don't go looking for them. So there's probably some weird stuff on the internet about me that I've never seen. As I get lazy. We only have 4 more minutes, and I'm done with the shoutouts. But this cartoon, after I had all the angles and stuff for the cages, It was pretty easy. It was a lot of fun, even though I'm drawing something horrible. This is just a fun image to draw. I mean, about something horrible. Just the way it all surrounded Trump and everything. I drew Trump in the same pose last week, tweeting about. Oh yeah, I looked at it yesterday. What was that about? Oh, it was the one I drew really quick. Published on the 3rd. Oh, the one about the accomplice whenever the newspaper was shut. I had him pretty much in the same pose. There are some cartoonists where they would just go back and take that pose, that image, and just cut and paste it and put it in the new cartoon. I can think of 2 cartoonists specifically who would do that. Actually, I can think of 3. And I hate them. I can't stand them. Most cartoonists do not do that. I was going to tell you how great I am for not doing it, but actually most cartoonists don't do that. So yeah, we're all great for not doing that. If that makes you great. I'm just saying that we're doing our job. Sometimes there's a few other cartoonists that I hate the way Elvis Presley hated Robert Goulet. I am not Elvis. I'm not up to that level with cartoonists to be compared to Elvis or anything like that. But my point is that, you know, Elvis was a musician, he was a singer, and there were singers that he could not stand to the point that he wanted to shoot the TV they were on. I can totally understand that. I mean, I don't have an intense hatred for Robert Goulet. I can't even think of anything he did, but I imagine he did suck. But there were some cartoonists that made me feel that way. Like, I will see their work on my computer screen, and if I had a gun, I would be tempted to just shoot it. And I'm not just talking about guys that I don't like their viewpoints. I mean, I don't care about that. I mean, yeah, you got some right-wing trollish stuff out there. There's just some crap. And I'm not even talking about the really bad conservative ones like Branko and Garrison, because I actually enjoy reading their stuff because it's just hilarious to me. Unintentionally hilarious. I just think it's just funny. Oh, look, 1,000 labels, and it's all about Hillary and Obama again. I just find that funny. I'm just talking about the really just cartoonists who are really bad and people don't understand they're bad. Those are the ones who really piss me off. And I can think about 3 of them that do that kind of crap where they just recycle their drawing like crazy. And that just pisses me off. Last week, somebody put one of their cartoons on my wall because they thought it made a great point. And I was real nice. I didn't say anything. But I just wanted to, like, take the virtual person just strangle. You know, it just pissed me off. Here's your drawing. And I just gave you a big long rant about nothing. But, hey, I had 18 minutes and 13 seconds. I had to do something. All right. I've been talking so much, I'm almost out of breath. 18 minutes. That's a marathon. Okay. I really do need some cardio in my life. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for giving me a like, okay? And give me a comment. That's even more important than the likes. And subscribe to the channel and share this with somebody. And look, it's still going on. The video's over. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. Bye.